Welcome to Real Not Rehearsed, where we say what people think but don't say out loud. I'm your host, Miss Nikki.
I'm Rolanda.
Yes, today we have our guest host, Rolanda, with us. Thank you so much for joining. And today we also have with us Elijah.
Yes, y'all got me in the building, man. Y'all got me in the building. Here we are, man. We are here.
Thank you for joining us. Can
Definitely.
you give us a little bit about yourself, just a little background?
All right, so my name is Elijah Malone. I'm a CEO and a day trader.
Okay.
I've been trading for 5 years, and so it's been a journey. It's been a journey. We'll get to it for sure.
Yeah.
But I do that, and then I also do content creation on the side.
Nice.
And I love it. Love it. Always about impacting people and putting people in a position to win. It's really big for me. So
I love that.
that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here to do.
Well, today we're going to talk about relationships and finance. And since you are a day trader or a night trader, or what is it?
You said night trader?
I don't know. Look, I've heard all kind of things.
We can say it's a Forex trader.
That's what you do.
Forex trader. We'll just keep it at that.
Close at a certain time.
No, midnight trader.
Midnight trader.
Midnight trader.
Okay.
That's what it is. No. It's just Forex trading.
Forex. Okay, so
Forex
Forex
trading.
essentially means night?
No, Forex is foreign exchange.
Oh.
It's the
I
foreign
wanna
exchange
know
market.
that. Is there a difference? Why? Oh, because it happens at nighttime on our side.
No. What is it about the day and night side? No.
Why the differentiation between day,
Because Forex trading is the financial, like the foreign exchange market. That's what it is. And so, you can trade that anytime. That's 24/5.
Teach us something then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can trade at 3 a.m. if you wanted to, 7 a.m. if you wanted to, 8 p.m. There ain't no
so that's
day,
where I got it from.
Exactly. So there's no time
I just
frame.
knew people were saying that they was doing it at night.
Where you got it from?
There's no.
That's
Exactly.
That's why I asked,
Right.
did it close or something?
I traded you.
There ain't no. None of
Okay,
that.
don't judge me,
Well,
y'all.
good-
That's how you still-
Apparently,
you still
I'm
learn.
not trading shit.
See?
I haven't done any trading.
I don't
We're going to let
believe.
it
I
go
can tell.
before we started.
I can tell.
I could tell.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get down to our first question. So I want to know what made you get into trading.
So I actually, during COVID, like everybody else, lost their job. And for me, whenever I lost my job, I was like, I still see people on TikTok making money. They're also doing wholesaling. They're doing content creation. They're doing what is that called? E-commerce.
Yeah.
They're still making money, even though people are like, oh, I'm using my last on Amazon.
They were still balling.
Right. And so I'm like, how are people still doing this? And so the day that I got let go, I actually started talking to my aunt. She was like, you should get into day trading. Because she knew, when I was in high school, I was always about my money. I was working at CC's. And then, I started getting into that. And I said, so this is how people are doing it. And then I started learning YouTube University, of course. And that's what I started teaching
we all
me.
learn from YouTube, child.
Yeah, so much knowledge.
What was the biggest challenge when learning something so new?
Honestly, not having the right guidance. You can learn a lot on YouTube, but the thing is you still have to go through it to experience it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like any lesson, you can learn it up front, but it's the real life experience that really teaches you.
Exactly. And it's
So we're not to do that again.
Right.
No, for real. The thing is that YouTube, it has so much information, but there's no pinpoint, this is what works.
Yeah.
And then when you find that, then you're mixing it in with 3 other educators. And you're like, okay, I'm trying to figure out what all works. That's what I was doing.
So how did you figure out balance or even figure out what techniques will work for you?
I got a mentor.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I got a mentor. And I was like, hey man, I need you to show me I feel like I got it. I'm right there, but something's not clicking yet. And he was like, okay, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to tweak. And then ever since then,
It's been on and popping.
it's been on and popping.
Okay, come on, mentor.
Hey,
Okay.
W mentor.
Shout out to the mentor.
Sorry, I had to take the role now. Now I'm the mentor. So
Oh, so are you mentoring other people?
I am.
How many mentees do you have?
Over 200.
Oh, you're doing a damn thing.
You just go live and
Keeps me
virtual?
busy. No.
Oh, in person?
No, not. Oh, when you say virtual, you mean like a Zoom call or something?
Yeah, like do you do online
Like, how do you do it with
classes?
200 people? How are you?
So I do a lot of one-on-ones. That's my specialty. Because a lot of people.
You one-on-one and 200 people?
Not always. No. Because not everybody. Let me say it like this. Some people just get the course. They want to learn it.
Understood.
Other people, they get everything. And so then when I do it with them, yeah.
Let me ask you something. Is it lucrative for you on both the side of trading? Have you seen the results you're looking for? And on the side of even doing your courses?
Both. For sure.
Yeah?
For sure. But I'm not one of those traders. that only make money from their courses.
Yeah.
That's the biggest like scam that people get. They're like, oh, if you're teaching it, why are you teaching it for a cost if you're
Right.
making money from the market?
Right.
And it's like the game that I know.
I literally
It costs a
felt
little
that
bit.
way. Oh, period. You say you gonna hit it every time.
Yeah, I don't play around.
You know the candlesticks and the up and down.
There you go. There you go. So you know something. There you go.
That's
You know
it. That's all I
Hey,
know.
that's
That's
good.
about the tidbit I got.
I would say that's enough, but it's not.
I'm definitely
get to
interested
it.
in doing stocks, and I think a lot of Black people would benefit from getting more into the stock world, because that's how a lot of wealth is created, especially for other cultures, right? And especially in our culture where we don't have generational wealth to build on. I think that's a good starting point for us to find that,
No, I agree.
generational
It's a big
wealth.
part of financial literacy as a whole.
For sure.
That's just another
Yeah.
extension of it.
Definitely.
And it definitely is important for us to learn a little bit more.
Yeah, we trying to get out in
than
the streets.
a traditional banking and checking account. Like
Right, you
we
know, a
definitely
little
have
bit
to
more.
get outside
For sure.
of that and follow people like him, so we can, make sure that be a part of our new normal, because it definitely needs to be.
So this is a little wayward question, and you are more than welcome to decline to answer. But what is the most you've ever made from bidding or from doing
That's-
stocks?
Let's say the most has been a high level 6-figure day.
Oh, what time your class start? What time is class?
Was
The
that
CDB
a day
field.
where you had to be locked in and glued to the computer, or was that one of the days where you like something you just been watching and it happened to hit?
That was more like that happened in like a couple hours.
In
So-
a couple hours, baby, 6 figures in a couple hours.
In a couple
I'm talking about
hours.
that's 3 years worth of work.
I ain't working for the
Yeah,
next
definitely.
2 years.
Hey, that's what
something
it
else.
was. That's what it was. I have first made 25,000
Okay.
whenever I was working, and I made that in 1 week. When I made that, I left my job, and now I've been doing it full time.
Oh my
And
goodness.
from then, I just been able to scale it and just keep,
Going up and up and up and
Like,
growing.
does it have an actual algorithm for you to follow, or is it just
Well,
the
the-
knowledge that you just have to know what to look
it's
for?
the knowledge.
It's the knowledge.
It's the knowledge,
Okay,
for
so there's
sure.
no algorithm
Yeah.
with it.
Correct. This
Okay.
isn't like an AI thing where it's like you put in this bot, it'll read this for you, and then it'll calculate. Nah.
Okay.
Oh my
The more
gosh.
you know, then you know what you're looking at.
Do you feel like Superman being able to read those lines?
You know,
and make a
Okay.
good work
Sometimes.
off of it?
But
Sometimes.
my
You feel-
rebuttal
you feel like
question
that,
is,
man.
Uh-oh.
what's the most you've lost?
Ooh.
in a
most
day?
I've
Good
lost.
question.
That I'll give a number, probably like 125,000.
That's a lot. That's a lot. How did you feel losing it? Did you
It's
feel
just
like
part of
fuck
the
it? I'm going back
process.
to the 9 to 5.
No, it's just
kidding,
part of the
I would-
process.
You can't give up that fast.
No.
Because his gains are bigger than his losses, as you
Yeah,
can see.
100%.
So I'm not even mad at that.
100%.
Do you feel like you lose more often than you win, or is it more the opposite of that?
Definitely the opposite.
Yeah.
Like last year, I had an 85% win rate for the year.
Oh.
This year has been about 90%.
Okay.
All right, success rate with the students is pretty high.
Okay, good.
Pretty high. A lot of my students, I would say, are winning. I don't pocket check though. either.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
So, but when they tell me, and they're like, "Yeah, man, I just made like 3 times my rent," and they stay in
Oh.
LA or they stay in like a high end place, I'm like, oh, "Okay, that's good. That's what
Okay.
I'm talking about." You know.
Nice.
So I love it.
Do you post your success stories with some of the people? Like, do you give like testimonies so others can watch
Oh, yeah.
here and there?
For
Okay.
sure.
Good.
For sure.
Good. Because I want to go look. I want to go look for sure.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Yes.
super interested.
Oh yeah, I put it on the website, I put it on Instagram, like you'll see it for sure.
So, what sacrifices did you have to make to get where you are now?
A lot. I had to drop a couple friends. I had to change habits. Yeah, a lot of people did. I'll say a lot of people were like, "You need to go to college," instead of figure out this trading stuff that you're doing.
Yeah.
Because they didn't see what I saw.
They didn't see the vision.
Right.
They never do. They never
And that's
do.
how it was. And like, even though for a while I was trading demo accounts, and I was like, "Oh, mom, look, I made $5,000." Her first question would be like, "Can you take that out? Is that real?" And I'm like, "Mom, you understand what I just did today?"
Yeah.
Like, what? Or at least what I could have done today. Like, you know what I'm saying? But stuff like that, it would just motivate me to keep going.
Yeah.
And so like, but I had to change habits with like video games and like going out, clubbing, like all that stuff.
So, like, okay, that's a very important part, because I think the biggest downfall in our community, or even in a lot of people's lives, is that we don't have the sacrificial aspect of it. Like we're not disciplined enough. We're not willing to let go of certain things that's not serving us any purpose. Anything specific about what you had to sacrifice that was actually really hard for you to do? Was there anything of the things that you sacrificed that was like, this is gonna be hard to change?
No,
you was ready to let it all go. You was like, I saw that by Jesus, like forget all of it. Okay,
Yeah,
so it was easy for you once you figured out.
it's not easy. I'll say it was simple.
Okay.
A lot of things aren't easy.
Can you clarify?
A lot of things aren't easy, but they're simple to do. They're simple because like you know the steps to do it. Yeah. But you're not going to do it because you see how hard it is to get to that point.
But it's also a mindset because some people make that kind of money like it's on their wrist, it's on their neck. Yeah. They want to flex. Yeah. They want to say, oh, I'm doing this and this, that, and the other, and it's like, okay, you're doing that, but just as fast as you got it, you're about to lose it. Right. Like you need to chill and lock in some more. So I commend you on being that person because some people, that's not their story.
Right.
That's not their story.
They start seeing success and don't know how to manage it.
Don't know how to
manage it. So what's the difference with you? How is it that you're able to manage your success?
It's all emotional discipline.
Okay. Emotional discipline.
Need that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't got that, then you're like going to see a winning day and you're like, woohoo, I won the lottery. Or you're going to have a losing day and be like, yeah, I'm quitting. Like,
yeah, and you cannot be that.
Exactly.
Like, you can't.
So you got to be like, okay, it's just another day.
Okay.
The point is to live another day and to make it another day.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how we go learn from it.
Right. And just keep going from there.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
That's all you can do. Just adjust. That's what I'm always about.
Do relationships become harder when you level up financially?
Definitely.
How so? What was your first experience, if you were in a relationship at the time, when you started experiencing success at the level that you are?
It just started raising expectations.
Okay.
Like, oh, okay, when can we travel here? Okay, when can we go here, like date-wise? Okay, like I expect you to pay for this because you made this much today.
Were you with someone at that time?
I was.
Okay, so her whole mindset shifted.
Not her, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but a woman.
This is experience.
Okay, throughout. Okay.
This is experience, right?
What was the most ridiculous thing somebody asked you for, and you're like, what the?
That's a good question. Not many people ask me for stuff.
Okay.
Because I don't really put that space there. Like I kind of set the stuff from the beginning.
You set a tone.
So how do you feel about the woman or the women whose expectation does change? How does that make you feel? Do you feel like you want to meet that expectation, or are you feeling like that they have a weaker mindset? What is it that it brings out in you when you meet a woman like
expectation,
that? Like you said, I want to go on trips. I'm trying to fly. When we going? So for women like that, when they approach you in that way, what does that make you feel?
That's a turn off for me.
Okay. Can you elaborate on that?
Because I always tell, for the content that I do, I always like to talk about this part, that from the beginning, whatever you do, you're setting the expectation. So if you're always paying for stuff, eventually she's going to be like, the one time you don't do it, why is he not paying for me?
Oh, facts.
If you're always...
Because you literally create a culture with that, within the relationship.
Correct.
So.
Or if he's picking me up with flowers every day, or not every day, but every time we go out, the one time I don't do it, it's a problem.
So how do you mitigate that? Because I think that is an actual broader issue, right? That's not something that a person that's financially stable would encounter. You could really be broke as day, but if you set a standard of anything, then it would be something a person expects of you all the time. Correct. How do you manage the expectations of the women that you're dating? How do you manage that to where you're comfortable being able to either do it for them or not do it for them?
For me, it just comes down to appreciation. For most men, we don't mind doing the things that want to make you feel special. We just want to feel appreciated while doing it.
Right.
And we don't want to feel like you're asking. And it's kind of like whenever you're younger, your mom's like, hey, go do the dishes. But you were just headed to the kitchen to do them. And you're like, I was just about to do the dishes. Now I don't want to do them because you told me to do them.
Yeah.
And it's I don't mind catering and doing my job per se, as long as it's okay, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Just that goes a long way.
I mean, I can't believe there's women out here that aren't thanking men when they're getting anything done for them.
Well, they do, child.
No, but, it's entitlement, I guess.
Correct. And I think what plays a role in that is probably sometimes you have different experiences. So, a pretty woman would be like, oh, I'm used to this because this is what this other guy did for me. So that now, when this next guy comes, you're like, oh, you're not doing what the last guy did, and I know what I deserve.
Yeah.
And I know what I expect. And now he's like, I You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't that new.
I ain't got all that like right now. Yeah. But if you just rock with me, then we could, we can go somewhere.
Right.
But you're coming to it and you're like, yeah, but like my last man brought me red roses every time we saw each other. And he picked me up. Why do I got to meet you somewhere?
I'll be honest. I think that is an issue among the women though. I think that we should have expectations. Like if you're dating a person, when you move on from that person, you need to start fresh. It's a clean slate, and whatever you get next, you can't expect the last person to pick up on that, or the new person, to pick up on that. Mm-hmm. But I do understand being comfortable being treated a certain level. But to my thoughts and my response to that would be, I need to date people that can provide that for me in that time frame. And if they can't, then I need to be prepared for that as well. Because we could say we want relationships where it's like, it's not about what you do and what you don't do, but a part of that's a big part of relationships, what we expect from them, what we appreciate from a person, and how do we add to this partnership? What am I giving you that makes you feel pleased and happy and wanted? And what are you giving me that makes me feel that way? So the desire to want that from a partner isn't the bad part. It's just, you need to have new expectations when you meet a person. When I start a new relationship, it's a clean slate. What that last person did doesn't matter. How they did it doesn't matter. Now, I do mention it.
See? So then
I do make mention.
If you're going to mention it matters then.
I mean, it matters because it's something I enjoy doing. But does it matter in a sense that I'm expecting the next person to do it? No.
Then don't mention it.
I mean, if they ask, I'm not going to be like, nah, I was in the trenches. I'm not going to say that.
That's different. But if you just like, by the way, I would appreciate it.
No. It's only when they ask. If they ask, what are you used to? How was your last relationship? Then I would explain that. But I've never just been like...
Ask that. What man asks what
a real one. Nah. Yeah, I've had that. I've had guys ask me that. They were like, what is it, that your last boyfriend did for you that you liked?
I've never had a man ask me that.
I've had that.
A man should just show up.
I've literally had it. And I'm not the only one.
I'm going to do what I would do.
Yeah, you show up as you are, and if you receive me the way I intend you to receive me, then that's what it is. And if you don't, then you could just kind of dip. Because, just like I say, I am who I am, who I'm not, I'm never going to be. So I never put that shoe on the other foot with somebody else.
I'm not forcing it for nobody, but that's just my experience. I've had guys ask me that. What are you used to in your relationship? What did you like about your last partner? Especially if I told them I enjoyed their relationship, then they want to know what I did enjoy about it. And I've heard these stories from other women too that has the same type of experience. Okay. And what I see from that is if they ask that question, they usually try to meet it. They usually try to, even if I didn't ask them to. They usually try to meet that, expectation if they're able to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm not against them, asking, or I'm not against me telling them. And if they can't meet that, then that's okay too. They can say, okay. They likely wouldn't say shit. They're like, okay, right. Cool, great. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the input.
Yep. Thanks for the input.
Thanks for the advice. Right?
Now I know. Yep.
Or unless they slither off into the unknown, just like I've never seen her again.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not doing
strict
this.
program over here. That's what they say.
Do men feel the pressure to have money before they can receive love?
For sure.
Has that been your experience?
It has been, yeah. Because a lot of people, again, it kind of goes back to the expectations. Like, what can you do for me type of thing. But most of that comes from money. Because, at least from my experience, it seems like for you to make the other person feel appreciated and cared for, you have to be able to buy something, give an experience, but that costs money. And so...
I'm gonna say, while I am a girly that usually likes financial means, I would say that I do think that being able to show up in a relationship is more than financial. I think you could, contribute to a relationship. Shit, hell, you know how many women are complaining about a man just washing dishes? Or I just want you to help me with the house chores? Or I want you to just, remember my birthday? It could be so simple of being able to care for your partner or showing that you're showing up in a relationship. And I think a lot of men, are so focused on the financial aspect of it, or even just the, the transactional part, that they're not even thinking about the relational part of things. How am I showing you that I'm human? why don't I've been dating you for 2 years, sir. You don't remember our anniversary. You don't remember when you met me, or you can't remember when I asked you to pick up the trash that you left behind the other day. I think those things like that can kill a romantic relationship faster than anything else. Because I know many women that have dated broke men. Right? Unfortunately. Now, why I'm against it, and not because of the reasons you're saying, I'm against it because he should be financially responsible. Any financial burden is a burden on everybody. I could be, if I have a financial burden and I'm always needing something, and it's going to be hard on a man, vice versa. And, a woman, that's the last thing she want to be. She does not want to be burdened with a man's financial issues. And then on top of that, have to deal with the disrespect, have to deal with the maybe immaturity, have to deal with, emotional neglect. Like, there's so many levels to it to me.
True.
But I do feel like, society does place that responsibility on men to be financially stable. But let me ask you something. Is there not another way to look at that? Being financially responsible for your relationship, because don't you want to have the means to be able to afford your family that you're going to eventually have? Like, don't you want to have the means to be able to care for them and not necessarily do it for, performative reasons? For sure.
A lot of men, they do it for that reason, but then they also realize how hard it is to take care of more than just themselves. And so for the selfish reason, they're like, I don't really feel like putting in all the work, therefore I'm not going to do what it takes. But the person that is successful will do what it takes, no matter what the cost is.
Okay, you better talk your stuff.
So
I see how you looking. He like, I got it.
I'm just
like, I can do it like that.
You got to get to a certain point where you're like, I understand what needs to be sacrificed to get where I need to be at. Like, because there are other people. Like, even if you don't create a family, you already have a family. So you don't want to take care of your mom. Yeah. You want to take care of your sisters. Yeah. Like, your cousins. You wouldn't be nice to just do something nice for them. Like, it's bigger than that too.
Like, what advice would you give men that aren't in that financial position to be dating, that are trying to date? What would you tell them? Like, how would you tell them to level up with your business, with something that, like, in the context of what you do?
Right. Yeah. I would say learning skills.
Right.
Skills is what's gonna, like, those don't go away. When you learn it, you learn it. So learn a skill that can actually help you make money, in the aspect that you can do it anywhere around the world, or you can be able to pick up a job, like get a degree maybe, do something that is going to help you make money down the road. And therefore, it will put you in a position to win, because then you can use that at any time.
You hear that, guys? Just go find something to do.
Just go find something to do. Just go find something to do.
Keep busy. Go learn something new.
Keep active.
Pick up a book.
There's too much money in the world.
There's too much money going on around here for you not to take advantage of it.
Thanks.
Correct.
Yeah, don't worry about women right now. We here, unfortunately.
They'll be there.
We here, even if you ain't got it, if you do,
definitely, get out there and learn something new. Like, that's great advice, actually, because a lot of people just kind of want things to be given to them and have these unnecessary expectations in relationships, man or woman. And it's like, pick up a mirror. What are you doing for yourself in that retrospect? Like, what are we doing?
It's funny too, because I feel like this is probably a hard. What's that called?
Controversial.
No, not that. It's like a tough.
Just say what you feel. Just say it.
It's like, I feel like men settle more.
Oh, I agree.
Than women do.
I agree.
Because I think, like, in their own lives, though, men settle for what's comfortable.
I agree.
And then they settle with what they're used to, and they settle with, like, the minimal goals, because they're like, oh, okay, I can reach this.
Are you saying they don't want to go for the women that personally also challenges them?
No.
I'm asking a question.
No. I know you. Okay. I know you are. They don't like a challenge. Oh, no.
I'm about to say, y'all sure like a little challenge.
You said easy. You use those key terms.
Some men don't like a challenge.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, in terms of dating as well, is that the same mentioning for when it comes to women? Women that do come with a little more toughness, a little more grit. If you tend to like things easier, if that woman probably make your life a little harder by giving you more things to learn, or putting you in more places that probably make you feel uncomfortable, but that will be good for you.
Right.
Like, why is that always kind of repelled if that person
It depends on the man. Because, like, I like that. I'm attracted to that. Like, I'm attracted to growth. In fact that you want to grow and you want me to grow with you, I love that. And I feel like it should be vice versa. But there's some people that's out there that's like, I don't mind working my job, coming home, eating Cheetos, and playing video games either.
You're right.
So it's like, it depends on the man. It depends on what their standards are.
Do you think that it's unfair for men to, I'll say unfair, but also untrue, that men are natural leaders and that this expectation be put on men to lead financially? Do you think it's untrue and unfair? Considering?
I don't know.
Considering that most men, like you said, they rather settle, right? Like,
right.
I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to have to. He did say men would rather settle.
He didn't say most men.
You know, Mario, you're not helping. You're really not.
Mother, they gonna be able to play this back.
That's fine. But that's okay. But he's saying that it don't matter. The question still fucking matters. Do you feel like even though, you know, men, they don't want to settle, they have men that want to settle or not want to do those things, like
to take those responsibilities?
Yeah, would that insinuate that that's not a natural, you know?
I think it depends on how they're raised. Many men, they don't have the leadership role in them because they're not surrounded by it. That's why, like, even if you're a single mother, you're like, I'm trying to get you around coaches and get you around, you know, men's conferences and take you to church so you could be around leaders. But not everybody's like that naturally. I wouldn't say so. I feel like that's a development that you have to make in yourself.
Right. I agree. And I believe both men and women can be leaders. I don't believe that all men are leaders.
Correct. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Nice.
Do women care more about current status or future potential?
Good question. Both. They care about both.
You had to sit up on that one, huh?
They care about both because they're being with you for the man that they see you being in the future. But they also are with you because of the man you are now. And so if you already have stuff going on, they're like, okay, that's good to see. But like, where are we at? Because they're, you know, where are we at in 5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what house are we in? What, you know, what's body goals? What's the cars that we drive? You know, what's the lifestyle?
Yeah.
They're thinking about the future. So I think it's both.
Okay.
I can agree with that assessment. I think I've dated for potential often. And I've also, you know, wanted something more, or dated for something with more intent behind it. But I agree.
I did it once. I ain't do it again though.
Child, I did it like
Do
2
what,
or
for
3
potential?
times.
Oh, did it one
potential.
That was all it took.
Yeah, that's all it took for me. I am the type of person, when I realize the fire is hot, you don't have to show me more than like one time. I'm gonna go ahead and dip and let you be you.
I do think that dating for potential is dangerous for a woman, right? Because we have to sacrifice our bodies to give children to this relationship, and we want them children to have, provisions. We want a man that can stand tall next to us and providing for that child and providing for the life that we want to create together. So I feel like when we date for potential, it sets not only ourselves up for disappointment, but it sets up our partner for disappointment, because then we're putting off our expectations onto them. They're like, I'm not even there yet. Like, that's not even where I plan on going, but you've already created a whole life for me.
Correct.
You've already figured out this is what I can do and what I can't do. And in reality, that's not what they can do. That's not what they even desire to do. So I do think that dating for potential, financially especially, is very much so a disservice for a woman, because you want a man that's secure in his financial means, And men who ain't got no money, they mean.
I mean, it's
They
bad
mean?
for
They mean, honey.
It's I ain't gonna lie, it's bad for a
They
man
mean.
too, because to think a woman's gonna come in and be nurturing sometimes, and she got potential to be a mama, and you got your child. More than anything, it's like, okay,
Oh, yeah,
I set myself up for this.
That is true.
Yeah, so
Potential is
I mean,
dangerous
it's
on
all
both
about
sides.
having discernment and sitting and just actually dating and just watching people. Stop swapping spit and bodies and just watch them, because by the time you figure out what you need to figure out, just watching them, you're gonna realize, I don't even like this person.
Right.
I can't stand them.
Definitely.
Let me move around.
I think men
Yeah.
and women definitely could date for potential, but it's more common among women. I do think we women settle more. We're like, oh my gosh, he's so handsome, I want to live the best. I really think that's the case, because women are more often going to contort to whatever a man wants. Right? You want her to be a homemaker, she gonna become a homemaker. She really like you. And she'll do her damnedest to figure that out. I think, with that whole idea of a man being a leader, they also have this ideology that they're, me, myself, and I what I want, what I desire, and they not gonna settle for shit. I've met plenty of men that will not settle for nothing, but I know plenty of women that would sit up there and date a man off of what they want and hope for him.
Correct.
You know, is that your own perspective as well?
That is true. I've heard a lot of that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but it's reality, child. The thing is, we're not here to try to judge or say, oh, if you are a woman that doesn't date potential, you're better than the next. The whole point is, women do date at a higher rate based on potential, and we shouldn't be doing that. That sets us up for failure. We need to look at a man for where he is and then date him on that level. So
100%.
I ain't talking about y'all. I'm just letting y'all know one and done.
One and done.
That's it, child.
All right, so now we're going to get into our next segment of the show, and that is Real Reactions, where we read a reaction from a commenter online, and we react to that. We see what your reaction is, and we also express our own reactions. And so today,
here we go.
Let's see what our real reaction is. So from Cody Sanchez via Threads, entrepreneurship is 5% timing, 5% idea, 10% talent, and 80% not fucking stopping.
I could agree with that.
That's about right. That's about right.
That sounds all right. So they said 5% timing, 5% idea, 10% talent. So they actually put talent a lot bit, on a higher stake. So you actually gotta know what you're doing.
You gotta know what you're doing. But I would add in networking, having the right people around you too.
I like
there
that.
needs to be a percentage for that too. Because you can have the talent and not know what to do with it.
Exactly.
Facts.
So you need to add in network, like people somewhere in there.
I love that.
But the 80% not stopping everything.
Maybe that could be like 75 or 70%.
You're right.
And we could add in 10% for the networking and people. That's how I would do.
Okay. I wouldn't disagree with that. I think that not fucking stopping, that's the real a real kicker, because literally you can learn through trial and error. Like the more 100%. You do it, the better you get at it, right? Fail or not.
Yeah, so, I agree. You got to keep going.
Yeah.
You got to keep going. All you can do is just adjust to anything in life.
That part.
All right. You have any reactions to that?
Because I totally agree. My biggest thing when I did succeed is just the fact that I didn't stop. Like, when I trained, started doing candles, just anything I set my mind to, I didn't know everything. Yeah. But the fact that I didn't let like you said earlier, the small failures stop me along the way, I wouldn't be where I did make it to when I did succeed with what I did have. So
there you go.
So I have a question then. So she said 10% talent. Do y'all really think talent is that low in being an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur?
I could say so, considering you can learn from other people. You could be talentless and mimic the next person and just do it repetitiously, and you'll be close to where they are.
Honestly, I feel like that could be a talent in itself, being able to mimic or learn something off of
True.
That's true.
That's true. I can agree with that.
Because sometimes it's also not about what you know. It's who you know,
of course,
and how you can maneuver around things and people.
So what, if it's not 10%, what would you say?
10% just seems low to me. I would say maybe like 20. I'd give maybe a good 20% talent, because I think it plays I think it would play a significant role in at least being your success. Because I feel like if you got the talent, especially nowadays where you have a platform, everybody has a platform, you could, with the talent, you can produce and put it out, and eventually I feel like talent, somebody will see or catch your talent, even if you don't have any, entrepreneur skills otherwise, you know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
I don't know. When I saw that, I initially was like 10% seemed kind of low.
A little low.
So I was curious what everybody else thought.
They got people out here that can't sing worth shit, but they got singles out, okay? And they out here performing on stages. They got people who they barely could do a thing.
Then that gets talent.
Or that's great at their talent, and they still don't make it anywhere. Because you could be an amazing singer, amazing pianist, but you're great in your bedroom. Like nobody else knows that you're this talented person.
Some people are just really enthusiastic.
That's not quitting part.
That's the not quitting part. Yeah.
Like, exactly. Some people, I just want to be around you. I've had so many people tell me that have time in certain situations. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. But we go wing it. They here.
Simple.
Wing it. They're here, and then you get to learn more along the way.
Definitely.
Sometimes, like one of the people I'm listening to right now, Something Riches, I forgot his name, but his biggest thing was he went into every financial institute not knowing shit about finances. But at the end of the day, he's the main person they call for advice now. Years later, he just came in with charm and wit and the willingness to not stop.
Yeah.
And now he's built like 6-figure companies, 8-figure companies, went into China and helped build $1 billion company, starting with just an idea, charm, and wit. He just needed to get in the room.
So then that just goes back.
The rest.
That goes back to the whole point of the talent not needing to be 20%. It could really be 5% if you got
for the talent,
right. If that's the case, like you say, he just went in.
On what you define as talent, though, because I would say that there's talent in being able to be in a room with other people and being able to absorb that and be able to apply that to yourself or whatever form you want to do it. So I think that's a talent in itself. It may not be talking or drawing or writing or whatever the case may be, but there is a talent in that, I believe.
I guess, that's a perspective. It's all about perspective.
Yeah. For sure. That's a good question.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Elijah, if you want to share with us some things about yourself, any business ventures that you have,
yes, definitely.
Your handle, just tell us about you and what you want to tell the people and how you want them to, feel and what they need to know from you.
So if you guys want to get into the day trading space, I have a mentorship program where I teach people about it. I have a course where it has over 40 videos helping you understand exactly what I've learned in my 5 years has gotten me to that 85% success rate and helped me scale it to be as profitable as I have been, as well as being able to have the one-on-one mentorship. A lot of people, like I said earlier, have the YouTube knowledge, but they don't know exactly what it takes to become consistent and profitable in the same sentence. You know what I mean? So definitely check that out, AlphaFRX.com. Or if you want to DM me on Instagram, it's King Malone, KXNG Malone. And that's where you can find me at.
All right. Thank you so much, Elijah. It was amazing having you here with us today. Can't wait till we see you next time.
Let's do it.
And that's it for Real Not Rehearsed, guys. Thank y'all for joining us today. Till next time.
Real Not Rehearsed.